Unbelievable. Oh my gosh. One person. So I'm doing this for you. You're in the car and you're watching a live stream. Oh my God. That doesn't make any sense.
I go watch it later. What's this guy doing?
He's not supposed to be doing what he's doing.
Oh.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, I'll be able to read now. I'll be able to read the comments. Good.
It's too late now. I'm already committed.
My side too. Good. All right, now we got 3 people.
3 people watching a live stream.
We're almost monetized.
Yeah, right. We got
Mandy.
got the chicken nuggets here.
Oh,
excuse me. Oh my gosh, I got the burps.
Mandy said the title of this video is hilarious.
Look at that. Chicken nugget with mayonnaise and honey mustard.
On the highway, see.
Oh my God. Holy cow. Well, we're headed to Connecticut.
No, Indiana.
Indiana wants me, but I can't go back now. I'm ashamed of you. I got to get on the turnpike. Now I got to go get on the Ohio Turnpike and then the Pennsylvania Turnpike. Pennsylvania Turnpike stinks. Good morning, everybody. We'll be doing live streams tomorrow at the show, so you guys will see what's going on. We got the new Corvette by Race Masters. Beautiful car. Beautiful car. Beautiful car. Just absolutely beautiful. I'm having my chicken nuggets. Of course, my plate's not flat, so I'm getting it all over the place. You know what I should do? I should have Adam feed me.
No, I'm not doing that. I'll drive. You can eat.
My wife will never drive this car or camper. I'll tell you, there's nothing better than a Chick-fil-A chicken nugget. I'm sorry. They're just...
Until you get to that warm chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah, where's my chocolate chip cookie? Oh, right here. I got a nice warm chocolate chip cookie.
You need to get easy pass. Much as you're gonna be driving.
My plate's not staying flat. Adam's suitcase is in my way. Now I have to get out of my car and reach.
You need to move it?
I got to get out of my car to reach the ticket. I got to undo my seatbelt. I got to put the car in park. I got to open the door, grab the ticket, come out here, put my seatbelt on. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Boy, I got the burps. Got the burps. Burpity burps. Okay, I got to find the seatbelt. There we go. Alrighty, now I can put the window up. No, I'm all right. Had to get out and get the ticket. Okay, everything's fine. Everything's wonderful. Everything's okay. Okay, everything's wonderful. Everything's fine, just fine. And they start shooting up the what movie is that from?
Oh, that's from Godfather, where they shot up. No, that's where they're at. They were at the toll booth. They were at the toll booth and they shot him up.
No, she's like, where he goes, everything's fine, just fine.
From. nugget.
You gotta be kidding. Come on, Adam. You're supposed to be monitoring the chicken nugget meal.
Who's gonna do the message?
Oh, man.
I gotta be able to comment, too.
Oh, my goodness.
Here, let's do this.
Yeah, just put them up in there, Adam. Come on, man. All right, let's go up. Wafer. Right. Well, you know what? I meant to tell this to you. When I was in Myrtle Beach, or when I was in Tennessee, I was going to use DoorDash, but there was a Chick-fil-A 2.5 miles down the road. Or was it 3.5? I think it was 2.5 miles from the convention site. Then I got onto my Uber, and Uber delivered Chick-fil-A, so I ordered Chick-fil-A every day. I was so happy. All right. Now I can get my speed up to 70 miles an hour. Nice. So we can have a good ride here. Oh. So we're heading to Hammond, Indiana. It's right on the border of Illinois.
We're on the term blue.
What is?
Camper and us. We're so
What?
close to Illinois, it's gonna be blue.
Problem is half of Illinois is all red. Do you realize every county, there's not a single Democrat elected in Florida in the state representatives? Can you believe that? Okay, everything's clear. When I get to 70, I don't have to, I can take my hands off the driving thing. Did I ever tell you how I drive without a steering, without holding on to it? How?
Mastered it. You told us in the mini.
How? Oh, my leg? Ah! You're sick. You watch me too much. You realize that Adam's in the car with me for the first time in American history? Look at this. There he is right there. I'm going to leave half on Adam because this is his dream, to be in the van with me. Can you believe it? All right, so I'm gonna get over in the. I gotta get up to 70 miles an hour. I used to do about 80 in this, and then I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna do 70.
Good idea.
You don't need to go faster in this thing. It's snowing like crazy, which I don't understand why it's snowing. I mean, it's not like it's November. Normally I'd have this camper put away, but I've got it winterized, so technically I could use it all winter long. I've got 2 chicken nuggets left. Here's one right here. Look at that. Doesn't that look just absolutely delicious? Yep. All righty. I got a burp there. That was a little burp for everybody. Yep. There's another burp. Everybody loves my burps. How many people? We got 10 people watching. So we're going to this slot car show. There's the Stranahan Theater. So I'm eating Chick-fil-A, the greatest chicken nuggets ever to be created by man. We got Ryan with us. We got Dakota. He didn't wash his hair, though. That's the problem. I got Mark and then Ryan. Then we got Adam right next to me. The show is tomorrow from 10 until 3:30. It's gonna be a very short show. We gotta make lots of money in about 2 hours.
Everybody leaves at like 12:30.
Why? Is that what?
No, like that's how the rhythm feels, man.
Yeah.
But we're in it for the long haul.
Yeah, we're gonna stay until. Well, I mean, we're only gonna stay until there's obviously people there to buy. I mean,
Right.
can't be there. Look at that. Honey mustard on that chicken nugget. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so glad I had this. Okay. We got it set at 70 miles an hour. Got the heat on.
Just eat it.
On the bottom. Comes to the bottom.
Yeah.
I could have it come mixed.
That's good. And then get something back there.
He can turn on the generator and then turn on the furnace if he wants. If they need to.
They said when you run out of nuggets, it's not going to be fun anymore.
Chicken nugget, look at that, baby. Look at that nugget. You can't get a better nugget than Chick-fil-A. I'm telling you guys, I could write a book on this.
You did. Here's your. You had me at the first dip.
Yeah. They should do a commercial of me. You know that? As a commercial? The greatest chicken nugget buyer of all time. Oh my goodness.
No, you could be driving the slot cars in the shed, and then Ryan brings you in. Hey, Dad, have you ever tried these nuggets from Chick-fil-A? What's Chick-fil-A? And he's trying. He's like, oh my God, that's how it is.
Yeah.
It's the best. So they said, hopefully you got the 40 piece.
No, I only got 12. They don't have 40, they have a 30 count. Now, hey, are all those windows shut? I feel a draft.
I feel draft too. I think they're all asleep.
Trying to think where a draft would be.
I feel it too.
Does anybody have to go to the bathroom?
I feel it a lot.
Yeah, why is that draft so bad? Nah, it's all right.
No, I'm not going back there. Look. You feel a big draft. I wonder if one of the back windows by the bed opened up.
Yeah, they're closed.
No, in the waving.
No, I'm looking at the sign windows. You know what? Hey, Mark, go in the back and make sure that vent above the bed is shut.
That's a lot of air.
And careful when you come out of here. See, you're knocking this over. You've ripped this thing completely apart. I'd rather you not sit in that area.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh, you just knocked over everything.
No,
Oh, come on, man. You just ruined this.
there you are. But they're asking, are you going to have any 143rd cars? I don't know.
No.
No. Yes, Slot Valley. I've seen it, and we're bringing some to the show. That new Corvette's nice.
Yeah, we'll have the new Corvette there. It's really nice.
Hey, do you sell
Yes.
balsa or basswood in the store?
I don't have balsa wood yet. I'm getting it. Along with 100 million other items I should have. Unbelievable.
Huh?
I don't have room for it.
No, you don't.
Oh.
Ron Gardner said, chomp, chomp, slurp, slurp. He's been watching you too long.
He what?
Ron Gardner said, chomp, chomp, slurp, slurp. I said, he's been watching you too long. Right here.
Home again.
Oh, they're already in Spot Valley. They're already in. They're in the store. Right, Rick. They want to know when's the next PCP exclusive going to be available.
That won't be available until about April of 23.
Wow, that long, huh? Are you going to do a New Year's show again? We always had an
yes.
exclusive going on.
Yes, because we might be getting one of the exclusives by January.
All right.
What are those?
Sandwiches.
So you've already got pre-made sandwiches. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This guy's amazing. He's already got sandwiches. Unbelievable.
Gotta have a snack for the road.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. It started snowing around 12:30.
Yeah.
Well, I know one thing. When I do these shows, I'm the biggest dealer. I have the most product.
Oh, by far.
And the person that has the most product does the most sales. That's all there is to it. I've learned one thing is that if you overwhelm the customer, they will buy. And that's what we're going to be. We're going to be overwhelming. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't let me come again because I have too much stuff. And we didn't even bring everything.
Not even close.
Not even close. And we're not giving it away either. I mean, we do a discount. You know, we're doing $35 on the club cards. And then we're doing our regular cars are going to be. This is what I hope they do away with all the tolls. They're supposed to be doing this on all Ohio turnpikes.
So they just charge your license plate?
Yeah. Actually, this is outdated. They really don't need this. Hey y'all, need to comment. These guys are asking, why is Brian so great? Nice chocolate chip cookie from Chick-fil-A.
They, Spot Valley's got 3 inches of snow. Got his in Canada. line this weekend for the storm? Or no?
It's only one day. I have to ask Brian when he wakes up. Is he awake?
No.
Unbelievable. Son wants to come out.
Yep.
I'd love it to come out. I hate it. Was rained all the way when I came home on. Rained the whole day. I found 3 new Ninko cars that I don't have, that I ran out, and I'll be listing those on Monday down the aisle with Brian. Plus, we got 4 new Carrera cars, which I'll be talking about, and then our Carrera digital set. We got a new digital set, which I'm going to be talking about. We're going to have a big Carrera digital sale on Thanksgiving. It's going to be the sale of a year, okay? We're going to have the greatest sale, and it's going to be Thanksgiving weekend, Friday. It's going to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I'm telling you, if you don't buy 132nd on Thanksgiving, then you are a loser. Okay? Just saying. You're a loser. Oh, something happened. Plus, I think my sets, my super shootouts were shipped, so we're gonna put those up for free. You could buy those now, actually. Those should be up for sale. The shootouts. Whenever you're driving down the highway, you never put on your brakes. If you're doing 70, I mean at 70, I'm doing 70. So, but if you're doing 80, never put on your brakes. Never. And my new phrase. So if I ever get stopped by a cop, my new comment to him is, "Listen, I understand you're doing your job. I'm not a lawless man, and laws are for the lawless, not for me. I'm a lawful person, so I don't need laws because I'm not a lawless man." And I'm gonna quote Timothy, because in Timothy it talks about why there are laws, and the laws are made for the lawless. You understand what I'm saying? Let me let that sink in. The laws are made for the lawless. Okay? A lawful man or a righteous, and I'm not saying I'm righteous, but he doesn't need laws because he's not a lawless man. I don't go out and pillage people. I don't go steal from them. It's all about helping the poor, the ugly, the ugly, right here. Helping him. Also the widowed and the orphans. And anyway, so that's basically it. So if they ever pull me over, well, see, here's the situation. If they're never going to pull me over, and I'll tell you why. First of all, I haven't had a ticket in 10 plus years. Actually, let's see, actually 14 years. So I have not had a ticket anywhere, and I drive the same everywhere. And so when they're scanning me, so if they're pulling up behind me and they're checking my plates, they're going to pull up my name and they're go, let's see, does he have any tickets? No, he doesn't have any tickets. Does he have anything? No, he doesn't have anything. Does he have anything in the past? No, he's never had anything. Because they only go back 3 years, and they're going to find. I'm not going to. It's not going to be. It's not worth it's not worth it to give him a ticket. Now, if they pull over somebody that's got 15 tickets in the last month, oh baby, are they gonna? They're gonna want to get him again. Yeehaw, cowboy! There's a snake in my boot. There's a snake in my boot. So I don't know how it sounds. I don't think it sounds very good being in a camper. This thing's very loud. This thing is 22 years old. This camper cost $65,000, brand new in 2000, and it was loaded. It had satellites. It had the awning. It had leveling system. See, most of your RVs, Class C, they don't come with leveling systems, especially the new one.
Tell them how much it costs to fill up.
$152 to fill up. 2 years ago, it was $75 to fill up. $152.
That'll only get us there and a little bit back.
It'll get us there and about 3/4 back. Because it's about an hour longer than it is to Cleveland show. Yeah, maybe 2 hours longer. Well, about an hour and a half, I think, longer. So, we had a really good show. $65 in Vegas? That's amazing. Well, at least they elected a Republican governor in Nevada. Oh, I'm not supposed to talk politics. I'm sorry. I'll get off and go on Twitter or on Facebook. Well, they got a good dusting this morning.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I didn't even notice it yet.
Yeah. A lot of lake effect. Hey, will you pour the rest of that in there? Thank you very much, sir. I got my caddy here with me. My Adam here. I'm going to call him Adam, my chauffeur, or my butler. I'm going to call Adam my butler. Now, I was smart. I got 3 rooms. I got a room for Ryan and Adam and Mark and Dakota. And I've got my own room all by myself. Because Ryan doesn't like to sleep at night. Because I play John MacArthur all night long. It helps me go back to sleep.
Well, he's not going to like me because I play ProTinkerToys live streams all night long.
You're sick. He's sick. He's losing it.
You think I'm kidding?
That's crazy, Adam. You need to grow up. So are you sure this new company you're with is better than what being with FedEx?
I like it. It's nice being in a small company. Not a big company.
What do you actually do, though?
I'm a terminal manager.
What is that?
So I'm in charge of a region of the country, and then so if a customer books a freight out of that region, I book it for them, and then I dispatch it. Or I have people that do that for me, and charge stuff.
So then what do you end up doing?
Nothing.
Nothing. That's why I wanted to make sure I knew what it was.
Watching live
I
streams.
watch the live streams all day long. Right.
No, I just make sure they go smooth, and then.
I see. And then you can jump, once it's going through, then you jump on the live stream, right?
Well, that's usually on all the time, but I might turn the volume down.
I see. And does your boss ever come in and...
Oh, yeah. I told him all about it. And I told him I was coming this weekend for it.
And they're okay with that?
And they don't care. I brought my work phone and my laptop with me just in case something would come up.
Why would it come up?
Never know.
So you're on call? Are you salaried then?
Yeah, I'm salaried, but I'm not on call. So if somebody would need money, approval for something, I can authorize it.
And they've been in business since when?
1968, something like that. I could be wrong. 50-some years.
Yeah, I was listening to another thing about FedEx where they're...
FedEx is in trouble.
Well, I just want to know about this diesel. You heard all about this diesel.
The big.
And is that really true, though?
The southeastern part of the country, there's a shortage, but it's to drive up price in that area. The rest of the country's fine.
Oh.
But the hurricane didn't help that.
So it's not going to be a big issue like everybody was saying?
Not right now, no. The price will go up, yes. We're going to see gas over $4 per gallon.
Well, then how? That's the other thing. How long can it last?
The average, a trucker, it costs them about $1 for every mile they wait. How'd it go? $1 for every mile? No, that can't be right. Yeah, I think it's $1 for every mile they drive.
Correct.
No, that can't be right. That might be. I can't remember what that factor was.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah. It costs them, the driver,
right.
$1 per mile.
So if they're doing, if they're doing a 1,000-mile run and they get 600 miles or $600 of fuel, that's only $400 for the driver and the truck. So you got to factor that maintenance. Or people driving too close to the backhoe.
You're funny.
I like his sticker though.
What sticker?
The choose one.
Oh.
I got a good wife though that allows me to go do things like this on my dream come true. She lets me do that. Some people climb mountains, some people, charitable things.
When he heard about this road trip, he almost fainted.
I did. I took off Friday just so I could mentally prepare for this.
Mentally prepare. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. He had to mentally prepare to come on this trip. Does that make any sense? Unbelievable. Well, looks like we got clear skies ahead, which I love clear skies. I hate rain. I hate rain in this camper, too. And it's clearing up, baby. It's a nice, sunny day. Sun is up for another 4 hours. No, 2 hours. We only have sunlight for 2 more hours.
It'll be dark by 6 o'clock. 6:05.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Is it 4 o'clock?
4:05.
We're making good time. There's no traffic. It's a Saturday. So now the only problem that I'm worried about is coming into Chicago. That I'm going to be hitting that traffic on 40. Remember that one traffic that I hit coming back from Vegas 2 years ago? I sat there for an hour and a half. I'm going through the same way, but I'm going the other direction. We brought a lot of product to the show. It's called Overkill.
Really big show.
Really big show tonight. Guest stars, the Osmond brothers. Uh-huh.
How far does Tim live from here?
Tim lives an hour and a half south, that way. I didn't even call him because I don't.
We already know the answer.
Yeah, I mean it's like, really, seriously?
He probably would have came if he knew I was in the band too, though.
I don't know. At least I'm getting used to my camper this year.
That's true.
This thing has been a great. I bought this. So I bought in 2015. I bought a camper because the kids and I we were going to go to Myrtle Beach, and I bought this camper from this guy in Michigan for $3,400 or $4,400. And it was a nice little camper, a little old. It was like a 1999, a little older. No, it was a 95. It was a 26-footer. I redid the bathroom. I did some things to it to make it look nice. Very small bathroom though, or bedroom. Boy, I never took a shower in it because the shower was just way too small. So I had it for a year, and so we drove it up to Michigan. And we were staying at a campground that it wasn't a full service, and I overfilled the potable water tank. Oh my gosh! And so I'm sitting there doing the dishes, and all of a sudden I hear this crumb. The whole tank fell out of the camper. I almost crapped my pants. And so good thing my local guy in town at Amos, he redid a tank. He redid all the plumbing and everything. And then I was asking the guy at Campers World, hey, look out for a camper. Well, this thing showed up. And they wanted 8 for it, or 9 for it, I think. And I looked at it, and they told me, okay, well, it needed the generator didn't work. And I said, okay, well, how about I'll give you a 7 and you fix it. Or maybe I said 6 and you fix the generator. And they said, how about 7 and you fix the generator? And so I found out. I called Ahmed, my small engine guy, and I took it to him. So anyway, I sold the other camper. I put it up for sale, and I sold that for $4. So I think I lost like maybe $600 from the amount of money I paid on it. For the amount of money I got, I think I got $4,500, which was great. 45 or 35, I can't remember. So that money then went toward this camper. So I really only paid for $4,000 in real dollars. What? I mean, you can use it, but I don't have water. I mean, I just have to empty it. I mean, if you can wait, I'll stop at a rest stop next one. Or are you going to lose it? All right, I will. Just everybody's got to remember. You got to remember this. All right, am I back on? All right, so what I didn't know was that this really needed a new roof. And I found that out the second year going to Disney World, because we were sitting at a campground, and all of a sudden, well, it had a a dish network, and it had a crank system inside. Well, that was leaking one day, just water just coming through. I said, "Oh no, you got to be kidding." Well, sure enough, there was, and so when my RV guy, he redid the whole roof for $3,000. Redid the whole thing. He took out all those holes and filled them in so that we didn't. I took out they had like this guardrail around it so you could put suitcases. I took those all out. I took all the holes for the satellite. I took those all out. And I had a whole new roof put on. And so even if, I mean, really, and it needed new tires too. When we first went to Myrtle Beach the first year, we blew a rear tire. I thought, oh my gosh, I thought I was going to die. All of a sudden I hear this boom, and the tire is flapping up against the side. Man, I was like 20 miles from a tire place. We went in there, put new tires in, but they didn't know what they were doing. They were really kind of nutty because they didn't put on the tires correctly. And so for the next 2 years, the cars, the back end, it wasn't. They weren't. What do you call it? Balanced. Because there was a certain nut that they had to line together, the two doubles, the dualies. Well, they didn't. And so the one tire was offset. So then when I took it in, no one could figure out why my tire. And then I finally took it to the guy right around the corner in Wayne, and he said, "Look." Oh, yeah. He goes, "Look."
You're good after this truck.
I know that.
I know that, dum-dum. That's what you say.
I know that, dum-dum. And so I said, and he leveled it. He had to buy. I had to get 4 new rims because the rims were shot. And so I had to look at the Tesla's places. Unbelievable.
What do you call that? Remember they getting what do they call that? Paranoid? What do they call that?
It's called low battery paranoid.
Yeah.
No, low battery.
Paranoia?
No, not paranoia. It's low battery
Anxiety?
fatigue.
Oh, okay.
Low battery fatigue.
Go out there and just watch them cars. Park your camper right next to it. Just where you get the gas out of this thing.
All right, go. Buses only. Oh, this is buses only.
This is a bus. We got a lot of people.
All right, hurry up. And so I got my tires fixed. So overall, I've been to Florida twice in this. I've been to Myrtle Beach 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
The latch thing is open again. It's the one that you got to lock. Shoot, hopefully we didn't lose anything. I'll talk to him.
Really?
Where he's at?
I don't know. He always leaves the door open. He's always leaving this dang door open. It's freezing outside. What is it? It's a Triton overbuilt. I don't know what motor. It's gas. It's a Triton V. It might be the V10. I think it's the V10.
Hurry up. Boy, it's cold.
This is the V10, right?
What?
V10 or V8?
V10.
Baby. I'm on the guy's V10.
This is a V10. It's called a Titan.
Yeah, that's what I told him.
You told him Titan?
I didn't know if it was the V10 or V8. I thought it was the V10 though.
Can you imagine that? It's 10 cylinders. That means there's 10 cylinders.
That means
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 5, 6, 7 years. Been down there 7 years with this. We've been to Mount Rushmore 3 times in this. We've been to Connecticut twice, I think, or 3 times. No, 3 times. We stayed, wait a minute, 1 time there, One time there, one time, 3 times.
8 miles to the gallon. What do you get?
10 miles.
10 miles. There you go. 4 eyes. Oh.
10 miles to the gallon.
They want to know if you have tuna.
I don't have tuna.
No tuna. What do you need?
No tuna. No tuna, baby. No tuna. No tuna. 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 Tuna.
I won't want to do that job for a living, though.
Oh, you know what? I think if I was a kid, you know,
Not
20,
today.
21.
I wouldn't want to be a trucker.
Oh, I would.
Not with the fuel. I would never want to own it.
You think so?
I know so. 100%.
19. If you call them tuna in the truck, close. 8 miles to the gallon. That's about what it is. About 8 to 10.
I'm only here for the crop dusting entertainment.
I already did that. I'm only here for the crop dusting entertainment. You guys are sick. Sick.
We only went how far? We had to take a bathroom break?
I know. This is the problem. No, I'm serious. This is the problem with Ryan. He cannot handle he can't handle it.
Hold on.
He's got a bladder the size of it's ridiculous. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Do you know how much stuff goes by freight in this country? It's crazy. And our politicians are basically putting these guys out of business. Unbelievable. I don't understand. Here, would you throw that away? A lot of waste. It's amazing. You know, I was looking at an old Aurora catalog, and I was going to bring it actually. So this catalog was made in the 1960, probably 65. That just goes to show you how prices have changed since 1965.
What happened?
So this catalog has these 4-lane layouts for $39.99. A 4-lane layout for $39.99. Hey, see, this is why.
I love that. So good. Hey, where'd you go?
I don't want to go there.
Hey, you should move the van to see what Dakota and Let me looking around like, where'd they go? Like Home Alone.
What are we doing?
I'm moving it just to scare those two.
Tell me how to move.
No, we'll just watch them freak out. You didn't tell me how to move. You wanted to watch them freak out.
You gotta be able to see their reactions.
No, why?
Where are they? James Green. James, we're on our way to Indiana.
Indiana wants me, but I can't go back now. I'm ashamed of you.
Mandy said you have a worse bladder than a pregnant woman.
Yeah.
No, I know why too. I can fix it instantly.
Coffee?
Yeah, that's all he drinks, coffee. If he started drinking pop, I guarantee he wouldn't have a bladder anymore.
Yeah, you're right. He wouldn't have a bladder anymore.
Here, man, you took a picture of all. Eating. They said Frankie and David were complaining about all the veggies.
Good. Frankie needs to. Unbelievable. You know, this is why I didn't want to. I'm not stopping again. That was it, Ryan. So you have to. What?
How many?
I don't. Doesn't matter. Okay. No, you don't. You hold it in.
You guys wonder where we were? A little bit.
A little bit.
James
Here,
Reeves said,
see,
"Hey,
see what you're doing to this? That's because this is how you sit down. You over sit and you literally script this.
Sit.
Yeah, you do. Unbelievable. No, I didn't get a chance. We just got home and then I left the next week.
No, Mark was supposed to pick.
I know, no kidding.
Why were you with him?
Unbelievable.
James Reeves asked if you're closing in on a Chick-fil-A yet."
No, I already had Chick-fil-A when we left out of Maumee, Ohio, or Perrysburg, Ohio.
That's a funky car.
Yeah, those are the 300 or 500. They're terrible cars. I looked at that before. I was
Mini?
looking. No, yeah, no, not before the Mini.
For your Kathy's car?
I can't remember if it was Kathy's car.
I bet you it's a practical vehicle, though. It looks like it's got the roof, but it's functional.
I remember though when I went out to,
Yep,
you know,
here too.
so I called yesterday because I was looking at the Nissan commercial. They quit making commercial vehicles completely. Nissan.
Really? Wow,
I'm
they
thinking,
made a ton of like a sprinter.
and then I called Ford about the Transit
Yeah.
and the Connect. 1 year.
Whoa,
How do you stay in business that way?
Brian, my truck was ordered last March. It was supposed to be June, July, August. Then they kicked me to December. They just got accepted the order. I just got an email yesterday.
Well, what about what's that truck? How old is that?
It's a 2020, but I have so much equity in it, so I can keep the same payment where I'm at, and they give me like $6,000. My wife's car, we did the same thing. Hers was a 21. We got the same exact car, but a 23. It may pocketed $4,500. 17 people watching us go down the highway. Indiana.
Now,
Hey, Ted.
we are heading to the slot car show this weekend on Sunday.
The big one.
Big one.
They say it's really big. There's another one going on in Michigan. It's a model and slot cars.
Is that where Tyler Mike was going?
Yeah.
He looked a lot better this time than last time I saw him.
Yeah, he wasn't doing too good.
He looked a little too white last time. We should check that window. Man, you can really feel that wind get under here. Oh, smooth. It's overbuilt in a strike B10. That's what I figured. Oh no. Ted was in the emergency room last night. Kidney stone.
Wine is great for kidney stones.
Really?
Wine is. Yep.
I thought it was cranberry or something like that.
You drink some wine, and they'll come right out, baby. Kathy had him one. She took some wine because he's never had wine. Slid him right out.
Oh, it hasn't passed yet, he said.
Wine. Drink some wine, Ted. I guarantee you they'll come right out.
Yep,
Red wine.
Overville said the same thing, red wine.
It's like a lubricant. They come right out. Now you don't have to check anything on it. You just drink. You just drink a 2 cups of wine. Boom. You're gonna pass them like a turd.
And feel good at the same time.
And feel good at the same time. Kathy had that happen to her about 10 years ago. and she never drank, and so she took a couple sips of wine. I think we were at dinner, and then she woke me up in the middle of the night and said, "I just passed these stones." I said, "That's disgusting." Hey, make sure all the windows are locked too.
What?
I want all the windows locked. Two cups a bottle. LOL. No, just two nice wine cups. You know, what do you have to lose? You just have a dinner, drink a couple cups of wine. You know? What do you got to lose? Nothing. All that pain.
Avery, I buy wine by the
Well,
bottle.
I know he does. Then give me.
They gave me Demerol.
Nope, you don't want to use that Demerol. I'm telling you, just drink a couple cups of wine, and that stone will go right through your body. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, here comes a Jeep doing 90 miles an hour.
Don't try to catch up.
Yeah, he's probably doing 80,
Yeah.
85. Yeah, don't forget, tomorrow morning, we got to pack everything up because we're not coming back to the hotel. What does Brian know, LO? I know. Okay, well, let's put it this way. I know 97% of what needs to be known, and the other 3 doesn't matter.
Right.
And I don't say that I know a lot about anything, but I know a lot about everything.
That's called the cat Harry or whatever.
That's right. Tim just can't. See, the problem with Tim was he could not accept that I know everything. That was the problem.
I thought he just got tired of the same old tune.
I think probably he did.
See his head?
I mean, it was a perfect gig in a sense.
For you or him?
Well, I mean, I'm not the one that wanted the job, you know. He's the one that didn't want to get the jab, and they were forcing him to get the jab, and he didn't want to work there anymore. Right. It's not like I was begging him to come work for us.
Well, I don't blame him.
I mean, it was a perfect gig for a while. On the road again. Thanks, MP. I don't know who the heck is MP or NP.
Moronic pest.
Neurotic pest?
Moronic.
Moronic? No, it's NP. It's neurotic.
Yeah, he meant no problem.
Oh, no problem. Neurotic pest. Neurotic pest. Okay.
Funny, you gotta be. It's like now I know what you feel. People are watching us drive down the road.
I'd like to get a new camper, but then I'm thinking to myself, you know, this thing is really a nice camper. You know, the key thing about a camper is that it's called the broken window theory. That if you don't fix things when they break, things just keep getting bad, and then it's like Mark. He broke this thing right here. He broke this. So I've got to fix this whole seat over here, okay? And, you know, there's little things that you have to constantly repair. And if you don't, see, what people don't understand that campers are mobile rooms that shift. They shift and move. And unless they're made of steel, and you know they're nailed together and screwed together, and sometimes that movement, you can feel these things shift. You know,
They're not built like a house.
they're not built like a house. They might be a mobile house, but they are not like a house.
I compare them to like a tent.
They are a tent in a sense, yeah. And so you constantly have to adjust nuts,
Right.
and you have to screw things. Maintenance, you have to keep it maintained. Like in April, I'm going to have Steve check my roof because he did it 3 years ago, and so I wanted to make sure that nothing is pulled or of course where the camper was sitting, it was always sitting underneath the pear tree, so the sun wasn't on the roof as much. Well, now I had to cut the pear tree down, and so now there's nothing going to be covering the camper, so it's going to be sitting out in the sun all day. So, you know,
You saw 1/18th scale Corvette.
1/18th scale Corvette.
You mean diecast.
Diecast? No, I don't. I haven't decided to get 1/18th scale. They're so expensive. I don't think I've got a market for that right now. What did he just say? What did this guy just say? It's a long message.
Right, yes, very true. Issues no as weakness, say plastic radiators, transmissions needing added coolers, and not get the needed upgrade. So I think what you're saying is they come from the factory, not the way they should.
Correct. Well, they're constantly moving and shifting. Like for example, I was driving our first camper, and we were just a terrible road to go to this one campground. And I actually worried. I didn't go to bed all night long when we finally got to that campground because I was worried that I wasn't going to get back through that same road because it was that bad. And I remember going over a hill that dislodged my entire refrigerator, and so I had to tape it there until we got home and I could re-glue it and everything.
What about Lincoln's backyard?
Oh, that was an ordeal. That was just last year.
Let's try to do that on this trip.
Well, no, we'll be camping in a hotel. The best RV that was ever made was made by General Motors, and it was perfect. Everything, as a matter of fact, you could still see some of these on the road. They were made by General Motors. They were an RV. It was kind of like a Class A, a small Class A. And everything about these, because they went into this engineering a RV for RVers. And when they finally made it, it was perfect. Matter of fact, if you've ever seen the movie Stripes with Bill Murray and everybody, they basically took one of those to make this military vehicle. And that was the General Motors RV, the one in Stripes. But that was a perfect, it's amazing how a company, when they have a perfect, they just all of a sudden just drop the line. You basically,
Danny's on.
You basically have a perfect RV.
You hear me? Right?
We don't care that Danny's on.
He was asking who was with you, and I said, "Oh, it's me," because it was under Jessica and his wife's name. He's like, "Danny, call my wife." Oh, his wife was watching this without him even knowing she was watching.
Oh, she's learning English.
Yeah, hey, she like her already. This the way Tim doesn't take this way though? No.
He takes 281.
Live streaming is exhausting.
I've told you that many times. Many times have I told you that.
See, that's all you need when it's just you and Kathy, one like that.
What? Oh, that little one?
Yep. So then you have to bring people with
Well,
you.
no, I'm convincing her. I'm convincing her to adopt 4 more kids.
Oh, okay.
If I can get 6 more, it'd be great. 6 more kids would be. 4 would be great. If
You
we get
need a
4
whole
more.
nother house.
I know. Well, no, I already figured out how I'm going to add on to the house. I can get 3 more bedrooms in the house.
We can put them in the shed.
No, I've already designed it. We could adopt 4 more kids. It would be great. No, I'm not kidding. What? If I get 4 more, I'd be perfect.
950. We only drove what, 50 miles?
Thank you. Yeah. No, we haven't gone that far.
950.
What?
Do they charge you? So is this considered the same price as a car?
No, it's a 3rd wheel. They put in a new lug station here, which.
Gas is $3.79. It's cheaper here, I think.
No, I'm doing all right. I mean, this is where it sucks it up between here and the Illinois border.
Is it hilly?
No, it's flat.
Oh, flat.
Actually, hilly. It's really funny. Hilly is actually better.
Can't do that. Boy, it's nasty through here.
It's terrible.
Be careful.
I hate rain. And when you know it, it's raining.
Take it slow.
I'm not. I'm going to take it fast. Now I have a worry wart next to me. Unbelievable.
I've driven with you though.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, I have. You remember you forgot to put it in park? Did that just happen to you again?
No, that wasn't on live stream.
No, not on live stream, but you. Did you say you forgot to put it in park?
I did. Yeah, I did. I was delivering Brian Goebels.
Oh, that's what I was saying.
And I
a bunch of deer out there.
I stopped, and I forgot to put it in drive, and the thing started to roll away on me.
Bunch of deer.
$160 miles or about. 2 hours yet.
Boy, they're working out there. I got to work out that far down range. Farmer's got to get it in.
Get her in. Get her done.
The big semis off the road. The show starts at 10 tomorrow, guys.
10 tomorrow. We're going to get up around 6. We're going to get everything set up by 9 because a lot of the dealers are going to be buying from us. That's what I want to make 50% of my money from the dealers. I'm hoping to.
We're in Indiana now.
We are now in Indiana. Now I've got to stop and get their ticket. 1 mile ahead. You know, I've always tried to find out exactly where the turn was in the movie Close Encounters of the Third Kind, because they were coming from Indiana to Ohio, and the police cars drive right over this kind of like ravine or something, and they fly right off into the field. And I've always, when I've driven this, I've always tried to figure out where is that on the Ohio Turnpike, because they come up to the turnpike and it's closed, and it was that turnpike there, or is it the one in Ohio? I don't really know which one. I suppose if I watch it again, I can probably figure out which one it is, but that's a trivia question. I don't know if you've ever Close Encounters of the Third Time. Look, so Adam's going to do some research. It's something that it's always bothered me when I've driven this road, because they're driving down that, because Richard Dreyfuss is in his electric company truck, and he's following the two policemen.
It's in Alabama.
No, it isn't.
I'm just reading it right now.
No, it's not. It's in Ohio.
It says the home where Barry is abducted is located outside the town of Fairhope, Alabama.
That's Alabama, but that's not Richard Dreyfuss. They lived in Indiana. It's sleeting now. Shoot. Because the two cops are following these spaceships, and they're going right down the highway, and then all of a sudden they go right off the road. There must be like a gully, and they go right up into the sky, and so the police officers, they're not realizing that and they go right through the road blocks, and they go flying into the air. And I've always wondered, okay, well, where did they film that, or is that in Hollywood, or is that a made up turn or whatever? Because the two police cars, they drive up to the toll area. It's all shut down because the power's been turned off, and so they pull up, and then all of a sudden they take off. Anyway, that's just a little trivia question. It's a little trivia.
Oh, here it is. Okay, so the actual pursuit traveled 80 miles from Ohio into Pennsylvania, and it was the county next to Summit County, where Akron is, wherever that.
No, it couldn't have been.
What's that?
No, because they were in Indiana. Because in the movie you can see Indiana toll line. That's what's weird.
1966, Ohio Police. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, yeah, this is it. Steven Spielberg made that movie.
Yes. Yes, I know.
Take a ticket. People need it. Please take this. Thank you.
Never mind.
Wasn't working?
No. I remember when I was, oh gosh, when did that movie come out? Close Encounters of the Third Time.
1966.
No, it didn't. It came out in 1975.
In 1966, Ohio Police pursued a UFO. Oh, wait. That's what inspired that movie.
I'm telling you, I saw the movie in the Clisel Theater.
1977.
There you go, 1977. I remember going to the theater, the Clisel Theater, and I'm seeing this poster, and it said Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I was like, what kind of movie is that? And I saw that in Bowling Green at the theater in town. They had a double cinema. Double cinema.
Alright, then fourth is a sharp right turn where US 224 jogs south for a stretch at the intersection with State Route 183 in Atwater. Oh man, they're giving all kinds of. They give the whole route of that thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, we're now on Indiana Turnpike. This will take us all the way to the hotel. So we're on this for another 2 hours. At least 2 hours.
2 more bets.
I'm not stopping again. He could pee in a jar as far as I'm concerned. He's got a bowel problem, not me. On the home again. What?
Dave said I'm Barney Fife and Ryan Andy Griffith.
Yeah, he's Andy Griffith. Brian, I'm Barney Fife?
No, I'm Barney
Oh,
Fife.
okay.
Hey, you better give me my one bullet.
Unbelievable. Well, it cleared up a little bit. At least it's not raining right now. It's kind of overcast day today. It's kind of one of those blah days. It's 5 o'clock and the sun is setting that way over there. It's heading west. And we're heading west. We got Adam in the car. We've got Mark in the car. We have Dakota. Dakota didn't take a shower. He didn't wash his hair this morning. So
at 4:13.
So Dakota, we're gonna have to keep Dakota. Make sure he takes a shower tomorrow. Right, Dakota? He's asleep. Everybody's asleep except me. Ha.
Me.
And this guy over here. Where was this guy over here? Who's this guy right here? This guy over here. Adam. Adam. This made his day. I don't know how it can make somebody's day being in a truck with me for a whole day. The one thing about driving driving a Class C is very easy. It's a very comfortable drive.
It is pretty smooth. I'll give it that. I usually get car sick though in Class A sitting up front.
Oh, really?
I think it's just the big window.
Last April we took this. Was it last April? Yeah, there was some bad hamburger in the refrigerator. And I think Kathy found out that if you take vinegar and clean out the inside of the refrigerator with vinegar, it takes that odor out. It kills the odor bacteria, which I think I finally got the refrigerator to smell a little better. I'm going to do it one more time next year because when I get back, I'm putting this in the garage. It will fit just perfectly. I want to wait for a really nice day because I want to redo the shed. Now there's a couple spots here on 80 that the internet is not very good, so we might lose you guys permanently. We might lose you permanently. So here's Fort Wayne. You take 69. See, 69 is a new interstate that they're trying to get to go all the way down to Texas. It's a new interstate, but it's been taking forever to build. It's called Interstate 69, Fort Wayne to Texas. I wonder how this show is going to be.
I think it's going to be good. I remember all the guys at the Frisco show saying that we need to go to this one.
Oh, really? I got 8 tables. One table just set. I don't want to give them away. 159. I'll do 149 on all the sets.
It said that this show draws a lot of people from a lot of different states.
Well, I'm hoping that all these people then finally realize who we are. You know, if nothing else, it gives us more exposure to ProTinkerToys.com. That's the key.
You bring your pictures?
Yeah.
You should have brought mine too.
I know. I got to get a picture of you too. Unbelievable.
Yeah, Veronica said he's been to the Cleveland and the Highland show, and he said he feels the Highland show is much better. That's what the guys were saying in the last show.
Well, the Cleveland show has the potential.
Yep.
Okay, it's never. I think one of the biggest problems, and I don't want to knock these guys, they've been doing it for so long, is that they've got so many. It was very cramped.
Yeah. Not enough room.
You couldn't walk around.
We've been lucky to be out in the hallway or in the room.
I know, both
year.
times.
Yeah.
The first time we were there, it was very
good,
tight.
Right.
You couldn't even get down the aisle. Now, I sold more sets at that show than I did the second one.
Well, this one you did well. That
Yeah.
Dragway sold a lot of those.
Well, I think I had one because I had one set up. See, now if this show is any good, then I will buy more tables instead of track them.
The Cleveland show, and I never could go. They've been doing it since the 80s, right?
Yeah, since '80. Oh. That's a nice campground.
Yeah.
We were there twice.
That we broke down? Where the belt?
No, that was
that
in Wisconsin. Oh, Wisconsin. But we stayed at a KOA.
Yeah, wow. Build a cabin?
They keep expanding it.
Yeah. Found a nice big lake here.
Yeah, they own the whole lake and everything. Or they're on the lake.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've gone through a quarter of a tank so far.
Oh, geez.
1/4.
Oh, fucking God.
That's about $50. We'll probably go through about 3/4 of the tank to get there. Now, there's one place in Illinois or in Indiana that's got cheap gas. Usually, it's right off of 80. But I paid $3.79 at Costco when we left. So, if anything's cheaper than $3.79, I'll be happy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, everybody? Are you following me? Are you on my payroll?
That new C8 AFX shirt tonight.
The vet?
Yep.
That vet is amazing.
I bet you it handles real well like the 4GTs the AFX makes.
Well, we brought a lot of Victory 400 sets. We brought a lot of sets. A lot of these dealers will not have the quantities that I will have. So hopefully it's a good show. It's a really good show. Boy, it's windy.
Yep.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah. Interesting. That's what you need right there, big box fish.
We've got one. Ryan's got
Oh, that's
one.
right.
We're just waiting for somebody to, donate one baseball card. Not.
I thought about bringing some.
No, not donating. It just let us have
Have
the percentage from the sale. Now that's all I need. I mean, stop and think about it. I don't want the card. I just want a commission on the sale.
Yeah, if anybody's interested in Mickey Mantle cars, Hank Aaron cars,
Hey, that's
Nolan
ridiculous.
Ryan,
Don't even say that.
hit me up. You got a lot of money.
I know it is. One card on our website, that's all it would be. One card. It would go crazy. Because I remember, so this lady, Kathy's friend, so she had somebody when she was, one of her relatives used to work at MPC Model Company in Michigan. And MPC made slot cars, everything back in the 60s. So she had like 10 boxes of all these vintage slot cars, 132nd in the package. And then she had 10 cases of model kits that were the same car in sealed cases. And for years I wanted her to sell them. Just give me a couple of them, and we'll split the profits. She said, nope. Then one day her husband got laid off. She needed money. She said, hey, I'm going to give you 2 cars. She gave me a Corvette, and I can't think of another Chevy, I think. And so I put those 2 model kits up for sale. I put them auction. $50 minimum. Okay? 5-day auction, $50 minimum. Both cards sold for about $179 a piece. And I said, see, this is what I can do with all those model kits you have. And I remember the last car that I had to sell. And I said, oh man, what a run. And this one guy that was following me, buying a lot of them, he goes, boy, you had a good run there. That was a lot of kits. We made 18 grand.
Wow.
I sold one car. It was a Cheetah, a Cheetah slot car. Guy bought it from Philippines, $500. He wanted an instant ship. Then right after that, we did about 4 years is when we started doing the Kim stuff, all the stuff at REH. It was crazy. Crazy for loving you. So all I need is, you still have to think. So if a card, let's say 500,000, let's say that's 10%. That's all I need. That's all I need. Then I get my building built.
I think you said I could put my name on the side.
That's right. I'd let you put your name anywhere on it. My guys, I'd have a whole corner. The Adam corner. Adam Hertz corner. The Adam Hurt corner. We'll get images and everything of the old Adam office with all his multi-camera. Do you still have that?
Yeah, I do. Not as big though. Because I don't work from home, so it's in my wife's office now. She's got all the monitors. How far out we are?
We're a while.
Probably 2 hours.
2 hours, yeah. Why? Why? What's wrong?
I was wondering like this. The heat pumps out pretty good here. My legs up against the doghouse, and I realized, oh, this is what's warm.
Yeah, now Amazon buying electric vehicles. All their delivery vehicles are now going electric. It's the biggest boondoggle, I'm telling you. It's the biggest boondoggle ever. Unbelievable.
Hey, you gotta tell the guys about that battery thing you got to power the slot car.
I am. I'm gonna show. I can't right now. I'm driving. I'll show them tomorrow.
I didn't say show them. I said tell them.
Yeah, I got this charger. So whenever I do trade shows, you need electricity to run whatever you're going to run. Well, most time I don't need huge lights and all that, but I need a battery or I need something to run the slot cars if I want to demo them. So when I was in Gatlinburg, I drove around and I went to a Harbor Freight and they had this little thing called a Joey. It's basically a lithium battery system that you charge up and then it could run 110 volt. There's two 110 outlets in it, and it had two HDMI plugs. It had one USB-C and then two regular USB outlets. And well, they were out of them. So then I went to Home Depot and I looked. I saw a Roby one, but the Roby one, you just click the battery, one of their batteries to it, but you had to have the battery already charged. It wouldn't charge the battery on it, which I thought was kind of odd. So then I'm at the trade show and I go down this aisle and here's a company that makes these basically portable battery units. I've got one here in the car, and I basically plugged it in. And it ran the slot car for 2 days, or the last day of the show. So it ran it for the whole day. And it's a perfect little battery. They're like $200. And then you can get them with they charge in like 6 hours, but then you can get it with solar panels, and it charges in 12 hours.
Yeah.
Just tonight. Then we're checking out tomorrow morning, heading to the convention center, and then we're going to book home tomorrow night at 3. We'll be home the same time we're leaving today. And so I got this battery charger, and it will charge 10 cell phones in one charge.
Wow, that's amazing.
And they're really cool.
It's small.
It's very small. It's about this big. It's got a 110 it's 110 with the green or with the ground, and then just regular 110, with 2 prongs.
No crown.
No ground, right? It's got 2 flashlights, and then a bright light for reading or whatever you want to do. And you can,
Oh my God, $4.50 a gallon.
$4.50 a gallon. How long does everything collapse? That's my question. How long does everything just boom? Sooner or later, people don't understand, the Great Depression, sooner or later, something broke. Something finally snapped. And then everything just collapsed. Now, the thing that I always mention is that even in the Great Depression, the maximum unemployment was still 20%. So 80% of your people in America were working. And that was the Great Depression. I mean, 80% is still an A or a B. Or is it an A? Yeah, no, it's a B. So, I mean, it's not like 50% of out of work. That's a high number. I don't know. These gas prices, I just don't see where it's. And then England, they haven't really. What's the one company going out of business or something, going broke recently? I don't know. That's one thing. Indiana toll roads stink. You think all this money that they collect and how bad their roads are. It's amazing.
Bad.
I mean, it's really amazing. You're collecting all these tolls and you're not doing anything to the roads. Go figure. What was that last one?
They wanted me to ask you questions.
Oh. All right, so Adam's going to ask me questions, and I'm going to answer them.
Usually I'm good live, but now I'm here.
I know.
What's going on?
Now he doesn't have any questions to ask me. Isn't that amazing?
Tell him how the Gatlinburg show went.
The Gatlinburg show was okay. It wasn't the greatest show. I should have set up more guns, the Goner guns. I did get one good order for slot cars. One. I got one. I'm very disappointed. And he is a really good dealer, and he could potentially do a lot of products with me. But he was basically mentioning that he can never get Auto World, which I'm going to make that I'm going to make that comment to Auto World because I don't think their distributors are representing them correctly, and I'd like to be their sole distributor for their Auto World. And force all the dealers to come to me. You got to get them to sell it all. That's the thing.
You had Chick-fil-A every night?
I had Chick-fil-A every day except for the first day. And the show, see, there's 3 shows in Gatlinburg. You have Sevierville first, then Pigeon Forge, then Gatlinburg. The Gatlinburg starts on Wednesday, the 9th, and it runs till Saturday. The Sevierville, the show that I do is really for overflow. For people that are on the other 2 shows, the Gatlinburg is the main show, and that's very hard to get into. And that's the hard show to do. That's right. Last year I saw bears, right? But I wasn't in Gatlinburg. The bears are only in Gatlinburg, downtown Gatlinburg. And I didn't go to Gatlinburg. Because there were 2 bears. You saw the video I showed you last year. The bear like 5 feet from me. And they caught another one down the road the same day. They had just tranquilized him. Those are huge.
Got big toy collar on the back.
Oh, yeah. $350. Diesel.
Must be gun season. Because I see people out in orange hats. I've seen a couple hundred in orange. Or it's probably kid gun season, maybe. They said the show was sold out. No more tables on the website.
What?
For the Slot Car show.
Yeah, I took 8 of them.
Well, it said that the last 3 days there's 3 tables left and they were gone. Another deer out there. really start pushing Carrera, huh? You'll start pushing Carrera?
Well, I've got to. I got to push something. I was talking to this guy. He's got a store, and he sells electric cars, but that's it. He doesn't sell any of the set. And I'm having the feeling that I might just do the same thing. It's just go all in on Carrera and not scale electric set.
They said that there'll be a lot of guys doing auctions in their hotel room tonight, like they did at Richfield. They'll do that tonight, tomorrow.
Yeah, but I don't know which hotel they're at.
Right.
Because the hotels are not next to the site.
Did you ever see the message from Wild Bill about getting a hold of him? He put you the message to on Facebook.
Or what?
Something about one of the auction cars sold.
What?
I don't know, he just said DM and...
Oh, Comfort Inn? That's the one we're at, Comfort Inn.
Oh yeah, that's the one we're at. Oh, hey, that's good. Yep, that's the one we're at. Well, maybe. We're in Hammond, right? Yeah, we're going to Hammond, Indiana, where our hotel is in Highland, where the show is.
See, now I'd like to do the same thing with this show and start this on Saturday. Dealers set up Saturday afternoon and have it from like 5 until midnight.
Right.
Open 5 to midnight, and then Saturday.
Christopher is on. He said, are you still selling the 132nd Le Mans STX set or not? Yes.
Yes. Every time I tell you that, Christopher, you don't end up buying it.
That's a good set. I had that and the adrenaline.
Oh, I would buy, at that price, I would buy 3 Le Mans set and just do a fun layout.
Yep.
That'd give you a ton of track.
You know, we should have brought a few cars, did an auction in RV. Mobile auction, fun car auction. You tell me you got your turkey, you ordered your turkey.
I ordered my turkey for dinner, yes.
Well,
My local butcher. Belleville Meat Market in Bowling Green, Ohio. I support my local retailer. I only buy meat from Belleville Meat Market because they have prime rib or prime meat.
Did he say how much it was per pound?
No.
Oh, of course not.
Bad weather. Well, it's getting dark. We'll probably have to sign off in about another half hour. There's still enough of what do you call it? Radiant light to keep my face lit up. Today is sponsored by Chick-fil-A Chicken Nuggets. Boy, I wish they would come to that coleslaw again. That's one thing I wish they would come back. It's coleslaw at Chick-fil-A.
They were trying to go healthy. I looked it up.
Yeah, I know, but then what they did, they had a peanut butter or chocolate chip cookies and brownies.
Right.
I mean, come on.
I think they brought, like, substituted with a fruit cup or something.
Yeah, that's.
But you like their fruit cup, you said.
Yeah, I do, but it's the thing about the fruit is I don't necessarily like to eat fruit. I always like to eat the coleslaw while eating a bite of chicken. It had a flavor connect.
So do you remember this trivia question? You were driving down the road in the RV and you said, I love pineapple, but everything tastes weird after I eat pineapple. You remember saying that?
Yes.
It's something in it that messes up your taste buds.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that.
I like pineapple too. But I don't like it in like cottage cheese.
Yeah, I don't either.
I like just eating it by itself.
It's very potent.
Yeah.
Very potent.
Does our hotel have a how do you say it? A breakfast?
Oh, yeah. Boy, I tell you, the hotel I stayed at in Gatlinburg, you really need to take your family down there for a week.
Nice place.
Just for a couple of the weekends. Well, I stayed at a great Claritin. They had the best buffet I had ever eaten.
Wow. Yeah, the salt truck's out there.
Yeah, they said it's going to be getting bad tonight.
How far is that from Dollywood?
5 miles.
That's it? Oh, my wife wants to go there.
Tinker. Actually, there's a better one called Econo Lodge, which is right across the street from Dolly, and they have an indoor pool. She'd love it.
All right.
Econo Lodge.
Do they have
And that's in Pigeon Forge.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, well, I want to go there since the Titanic Museum.
And that's 1 mile from Titanic.
Because my son loves Titanic.
1 mile from Titanic.
I'll buy all the
Look at all these RVs.
where they build them all. And
Look at the inventory.
Remember, you couldn't find an RV in the beginning of the summer. But look at them all now. People paying, 10, 15 grand over what you could get them for 2 years prior.
Foster River.
Look at them. The boat. All the Amish over here make all this too.
Yeah.
Now it's snowing again.
Well, guys, I think we're going to be calling it a quits today. It's getting a little dark. We will see you guys tomorrow. Probably go live at around 10 o'clock. And we're going to stay live for the entire show. So we've got our new camera. Oh, I can't wait till next year or next week with my new camera, because I'm going to start doing close-ups of all the items I'm going to show. Because people love to see my new camera, the details that we're showing. I've got 3 new cars, Ninko cars, that were out of stock, that I thought were out of stock. And next Wednesday, I'm going down to bring back a huge haul of cars. All right, guys? So we're going to sign off. I'm going to leave the show with a little bit of crop dusting. I can't. This is the way it is when you're in the car with me. I crop dust all the time. Just ask Mark. Mark, do I crop dust? Do I crop dust in the car? What do you think, Adam?
That honey mustard and a pound.
That's that honey mustard mayonnaise. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock.